opinion first with Morocco?
Yeah, for Morocco, I would say their persistence during the game, you know, the Netherlands would attack, but Morocco always came and answered. They peppered their goal, they peppered each other's goal, but Morocco, in times when they know they couldn't go forward, they just held the ball in possession. Not saying that's always the best, but they held the ball in possession to really, but they were really, really directed what they were doing, as in if they couldn't attack, they weren't gonna attack, but they were keeping the ball, to say, we need to keep this ball to create a chance. There's a chance in this for us. We just got to be patient. And right up to the end of the game, they take that one chance. They didn't stop taking their chances. That's the thing. And I think that's the difference between like a team like Morocco versus a team like Japan, where Japan got their chances, but then they kind of faded in the game. Morocco, they're not going nowhere up until the 96, up until the last minute in injury time. Diop, he's up in the opposition's box, man, and he's making himself a presence, and that cross was just beautiful. So they take that one chance to 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 let them survive into the dying moments, to get to that moment where they can get the extra time and then go from there. So they put the game in front of them. They didn't let the one goal deter their mind. And that's really a they're really a battle-tested team, Morocco. They're not a pushover team. They've been to the AFCON championship. They've been to the semifinals ready to play France. They don't fear anybody that's in front of them once they know that they can do what they need to do. And the young midfield, these guys are technical, man. They know how to play the ball, man. Buadi, if I'm not saying his name right, you got Unahi. These guys are there's a young midfield, but then you got Unahi, he moves out wide to make space for these young and up and coming midfielders. France is producing a lot of talent in league when you see these players. So, and Morocco, has players that has came through. The young kid, he's showing that he's the real material. He's playing with such maturity. So when you got a team like this, I believe the sky is the limit for them, but they're not a pushover team, man.
Right. It's crazy because people could underestimate African teams, right? And I always used to say this: it depends on what we're playing at and what's in front of us. But let's get to Morocco. It's a big mistake to underestimate this team. Morocco is one of the toughest defensive teams in the league, in the tournament, in international football. Period. Like you mentioned, they're very organized. They're very
Hakimi,
Hakimi down the lead in this team. This is two times Champion League winner.
winner.
And the Dutch, yes, the Dutch had a long stretch, but Morocco, like you mentioned, they didn't fade, they didn't panic, they didn't do anything. It was like, hey, we still got more time. We still got to play the game to the whistle blow. And the late winner, man, this confidence of this team, man. Even the talk. Morocco is one of us team, man. This African team's here, and we're in it, and we're into the next round. We're into round 16. But switch that to Netherlands side. For me, this is what you call not killing the game when you have a chance to. And when you don't, and you let a good teams like Morocco still in the game, and this is what happened. The Netherlands been a great teams in the World Cup for many years. They make it far. I'm not saying they have won it, but they always compete. They always. I feel like Netherlands usually won games like this, but they have faced a different team this year, this World Cup, and it's total credit to Morocco for not giving up, for not being down and panicking. We've seen the mental aspect of it. A lot of African teams go through when they in this situation, but Morocco is well organized. And for me, for the Netherlands, just another day in the office, bro. You just gotta kill it. When you get your food, you gotta eat it, and because if
Got
you
to.
don't, something happen.